Hi, I'm Mr. Heng. This is video 4 for Term 1, Week 2. The topic that you are going to learn is transposing formula. Actually, you have learned this in your secondary school. In secondary school, we shall call this as rearranging a formula to make X as a subject or Y as a subject. So here, we are not using rearranging a formula. We call it transposing a formula. Let's look at some example. So here you are given y equal to 3 bracket x plus 7. You are supposed to transpose it for x, meaning you have to make x as a subject of the equations. So we shall look at the step. It is not difficult. So what you do is you expand the right hand side so that you see you have a 3x here. There is a 3x. So what you do next is bring the 21 over to the left hand side. So you shall get y minus 21 equal to 3x. After that, you can switch the left hand side and right hand side. So you will get 3x equal to y minus 21. Now you just need to bring the 3, the coefficient of x, to the right hand side, because 3 times x, when you bring from left hand side to right hand side, you will be divided. So you will put it as the denominator. So your answer for this is y minus 21 over 3. So this is the final answer. You may leave your answer as the second last step, or you simplify it. It's not that we don't have a specific answer. So it can be either in one fraction or one fraction with a simplified term. So this is a guideline for you to transpose an equation. So from left hand side to right hand side or right hand side to left hand side. When you bring a term that is plus to the other side, it become minus. So minus bring over to the right hand side become plus. If it is a coefficient or something multiply, you bring it to the other side, you become divide, or sometimes we write down as the denominator of a fraction. If it's a divide or the denominator of a fraction, when you bring over to the other side, it become multiply. Then the third rule is when you have x squared, you bring it to the other side, it become plus or minus square root x. On the other hand, if your left hand side have a square root x, you switch it over, you will take square, so it become x squared. So these are just a basic guideline when you are trying to transpose a formula. Let's look at another example. Transpose y minus z equal to 3 bracket x plus 2. You can try to do this on your own and pause the video for a minute or two. You will continue until after you get your answer. Let's check your working, see whether you get it right or not. So here I can bring the 3. This is bracket, meaning multiply. We follow the guideline. You bring from right hand side to left hand side, it becomes the denominator of a fractions. After that, x plus 2. If you were to bring the plus 2 from right hand side to the left hand side, it becomes minus 2. So your answer will be x equal to y minus x over 3 and minus 2. You need not have to make it into a one fractions. What about this one? X plus 3x equal to 7. Make x as a subject of the equation. So again, please pause for a minute until you get your answer. Then you shall continue. Let's look at your answer and check the working. So in this case, it's very easy. So x plus xy. So in the video 2, you already know how to factorize the common factor from these two terms. In this case, x is the common factor. So when you factorize x, your bracket is 1 plus y. So you want to bring the 1 plus y over to the right hand side. It multiply with x. When you bring over, it should be divide. Then in this example 4, try to make x as a subject of the equation. So please pause the video and work out. So let's check your answer. So the x minus 7, I shall bring it to the left hand side. So this is the denominator. When you bring it up, it becomes multiply. Do not forget to put the bracket for x minus 7. Then you may expand to get xy minus 7y equal to 4. Then the minus 7y from left hand side, you bring over to right hand side, it becomes plus 7y. We need not have to put a plus here. After that, look at the left hand side. We do not want the y. So you shall bring the y to the right hand side. So y is multiplied with x. So when you bring over, it becomes divide. So your answer is 7y plus 4, whole thing over 4. So try this question. Remember the guideline when you have a square or square root. So please work out this one to get x in terms of y. Remember when you take square root, there is a plus or minus answer. So let's stop for a while you are solving for this. Now check your answer. So do you get plus or minus square root 1 minus y? Next questions. Y equal to 1 over 1 minus x squared. Make x as the subject. Let's check your answer. Do you get plus or minus square root 1 minus 1 over y? Some of you may make the answer as y minus y as the whole numerator over a single denominator y. All these answers are equivalent. Now, you shall try to do some exercise from the textbook. So just try a few of them. Then there are some more questions. All right, so that is the end of this lecture. Thank you, class.